What's going on, guys? It's Something Chill here, and today I'm going to be bringing you what I believe to be the best route to run on Die Rise. I found it on my own, and so I definitely think it's worth it. And for the first little bit of this gameplay, it's just going to be showing you how I got to the major part of it, and then what to do when you reach that major part of it. And to be honest, this is really the best way I've seen to get to very high rounds. And I really hope you guys can utilize this to the best of your abilities. And now as we fade into the first part, the first major part of this route, that is going to be buying the PDW. And once the PDW is bought, what we're just going to want to do is we're going to want to put a couple bullets into our zombie nemesis and then pop a knife, and you're going to get the most amount of points possible. The 130 for the knife kill, plus the amount of bullets you put in with the PDW. Also, another thing you definitely do not want to forget is buying the perk Quick Revive, like we do right here, because Quick Revive is going to be your safety net. Safety net, it's very, very irreplaceable. I mean, it's just such an important part, and it's just going to make sure that you can stay alive as long as possible. And what you guys are seeing right here is just me in the same room saving up the 6,000 points needed. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to try and save up the 6,000 points before the jump around, because that is really when you're going to want to use it to get off the get-go. But unfortunately, the jumpers can come between rounds 5 and 7, so if they come on round 5, try again. Round 6 and 7, you're fine. And right here, I just about die. That would have sucked. But anyways, yeah, we're just going to jump down here past the B23R. We're going to reload our PDW, and then we're going to go into the elevator shaft where the Galvanuckles are located. And once we have these, we have them on round 5, which is really, really crazy, because this is just going to help us. Galvanuckles are a one-shot kill to zombies until round 14, and a one-shot kill on jumpers until I think the 20th round that they come, so in the rounds between 20 and 23 that they will come. And what you guys are going to want to do is you're going to want to remember where this next room is. We're going to be going into the China room, and as you guys will see here, I'm just finishing off the crawlers for the for the first time, and I get speed coal. And if you strafe jump right here, it's going to save you a couple doors, so you can just save a couple bucks. And right there is the body of the Sliquifier, and as we turn on the power, you'll see me not get Juggernog, unfortunately. That would have saved me, but it doesn't matter. We get it later on in the gameplay, so it's not that big of a deal. And then, unfortunately, as I open these next couple doors, I realize, hey, it costs money to open doors, so I couldn't buy Juggernog at the time. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to build the Sliquifier. This is very important. I'm just going to speed it up because it's not really anything like you have to be so detailed, but I'm just going to show you basically where the parts are and why you need to build it. The Sliquifier is the wonder weapon of Die Rise, right? So you're going to definitely want to keep it on hand. And right here, I panic a little bit because I definitely did not want to go down at this point, because when in doubt, get the frick out. But unfortunately, as I run and grab the hilt for the Sliquifier, I break my own rule and try to get a little bit too cocky and try to punch all the zombies with the Galvanuckles, and I do go down, which is kind of unfortunate, but to be honest, it ended up working out in my favor later on in the gameplay. You just gotta be a little bit more cautious because now you don't have Quick Revive, so if you go down, you're going down. And then as we finish up this Sliquifier, normally the handle, or the trigger, sorry, is not over by the pots and pans where it is in this gameplay. It's normally up top in the power room, but this just saved me a little bit of time, and now I've got the Sliquifier. And then for the rest of this time, I'm just waiting for the Juggernog elevator to come all the way back down so I can get Juggernog, and then I can head up to the roof. And now that we're on the roof, we are going to open this door down here, and we're going to be getting in motion the next couple key components of this epic route. And right now, I'm opening a bunch of doors because I'm trying to see if the elevator right there is the Pack-a-Punch elevator, because a lot of times it is there, but sometimes it's also in those other two elevators right there. So it's a really tricky spot for the Pack-a-Punch, and I definitely do not recommend trying to Pack-a-Punch your weapons in the middle of a round like I do here. It was a very, very silly idea on my part because that is a very, very dangerous route. There's just that room, and then it's basically the edge of the skyscraper that you're on. So as we reach that 5,000 point mark, we're going to go and pack a bunch of weapon. And like I said, you'll see here, it does get a little bit tricky because I don't really have a very ready weapon that I want to be using, so I have to use my Galvaknuckles to get rid of them. But it all works out in my favor, and I get the predictive Death Wish 7000. And luckily for me, as you saw, I just took out the rest of the round 9 or 10 crawlers, and that gave me Mule Kick. And that's just going to save me 4,000 points because, as you just saw, the Mule Kick elevator is directly to my right. And then with Mule Kick, you're going to want to buy the MP5. Because the MP5 is easiest to obtain from where you're at right now in the little under part of the roof, and it's just going to be the easiest because it's also a submachine gun, so it also has a very good rate of fire. And then with the addition of double tap, you're going to be fine. And right here, I freak out because I definitely did not want to go down. The recording was going really good because, and luckily for me, it did go in my favor again. And I have both of my weapons pack-a-punched that I need to. In the next part, we're going to be heading back down into China Room. And this is where the major part of the route is. And what you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to rape train around. Because this is a very, very open rape train spot. And another thing you can do that I forgot to do when I was playing on my own is buy claymores when you're up top, although they are not necessary. And if you walk up onto this pillar that I'm going to be coming up to in just a second, I haven't seen many YouTubers talk about it at all when they're playing it live or anything. But if you walk up this pillar right now and either Sliquify the bottom, they can't get you. They have to walk directly up the pillar, just like the other pillar, except they can't come from behind you because it's broken off. And the good thing about this spot is you can Sliquify the bottom, or you can aim a little bit lower because they're on a slope, and you can get a crap ton of headshots. So this has been in my opinion, the best route to run on Die Rise if you guys want to get to a really, really high round and want to beat your friends in the leaderboards. And now we are all the way up onto round 30, which is crazy. It's a really, really good, respectable level, and you can even go higher if you so choose. And right now you're going to be seeing the power of that little broken off pillar spot. But if you guys have enjoyed any of this video, don't forget to leave it a like, leave it a comment, and subscribe to me if you already aren't. I really, really, really do hope you guys can put this route to use, and give me a message, give me a shout out in the little comments, and tell me if you use this and if it helped. Thank you guys very much for watching, and this is Something Chill, signing out. Peace.